Hi Bliss Family, I hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is feeling good. Today is Saturday, it's the 1st of November, and yeah, I just hope everyone is feeling blissful. I hope everyone is feeling blissful, Bliss Family, and we are officially left with 1 month into 2025. I don't know if that scares you, or you just like, you know what, I am so ready for 2026. Like, I am so ready. My savings goals are ready. I know what I'm looking forward to. As for me myself, I'm not looking forward to anything. One thing that I think 2025 has taught me is that a lot can happen in a year, and a year can actually shock you, and it can also surprise you with a lot of beautiful things and also a lot of bad things. So yeah, that has been my 2025 so far. It has been one of the bittersweet year, very bitter and also very sweet. So I got to get the both of that, the bitterness and also the sweetness. So yeah, so 2026, I'm not planning anything, but one thing that I'm sure with, I'm still gonna be here with my Bliss family, and I will still continue teaching myself about money, teaching myself about investments and building wealth. I think one of the things that, you know, when I'm having conversations about my money, is that my goal at the end of the year is that, no, not at the end of the year, my goal in life is just to build wealth and to be able to sustain myself through my wealth. So that's it. So yeah, and then also today we'll be doing cash stuffing for my piggy bank, because remember, on the first day of each month, or rather on the last day of each month, I need to save the coins that I was able to accumulate throughout the month, that I was able to save either when I'm using a taxi, or when I'm buying bread, or I'm buying something and I get the change. So I saved 10 rands. I also decided that I'll also get to include 20 rands if the month allows, meaning that I do have money, but it's normally 10 rands and my coins. So later on we will be cash stuffing that. And then yeah, also I want to give you guys an update. Remember, on the last video I told you guys that my financial advisor advised me on a tax-free savings account. He said that I need to stop putting money into my normal savings account, and it's time for me to start investing. I've been trying to process that. I've been trying to teach myself about investments, because I think most of us, we always see investments as something that is made for people who have money, or it's just something that we all think we are going to lose our monies if we start investing, you know. So that has been me. I don't want to lie to you, but I'm actually opening up to the idea. But the only thing is that I will not be starting this month, or nor will I be starting this year in 2025. So what I have decided to do, I have decided that I will wait for the financial year to end. The financial year, it usually ends on February. So I have decided to wait for 2026 February, and then I'll stop putting money into my normal savings account. And then when the financial year begins, which is March, I will then start putting money towards my tax-free savings account. I've also learned that the tax-free savings account, the capped amount for a year, it needs to be 34,000. So I was able to sit down and I was like, okay, if in a year I can save 30,000, that will be enough, and that will be good for me. So yeah, I will start with the investments on the when is it, on March, on the last day of March next year, 2026. That is when I'll start my journey of investment. And yeah, I hope I get to grow into investing, and I get to understand the concept more, so that, you know, I tap into this, man. I tap into this you know. So yeah, and then another thing that I wanted us to speak about was my savings challenges for the year 2025. So when the year 2025 started, the savings challenges that I had was the snowball savings challenge, it was the 100 envelope savings challenge, it was the low income savings challenge, and also Mr. Piggy, the piggy bank. And I also wanted to have 40,000 into my emergency fund. So now I have decided to do some changes, and the changes are as followed. So the 100 envelope, trust me, by December I will be done with it. Trust me. By December, come rain, come sunshine, come hail, come storm, come thunder, I will be done with my 100 envelope by December 2025, which the goal is to save 50,050 rand. And then the low income savings challenge, I had different goals for this one. It has been one of those savings challenge whereby I just don't know what I want to do with it, but I think I've finally made the decision. I'm going to put the money with the 100 envelope. So the low income savings challenge, that is where I get to save. The money gets to accumulate by 50. When I started January, it was 50 rand, then February 100 rand, March 150. So it accumulates by 50s, and by December I would have saved 3,900. So I'm gonna take that money, and then I'm also gonna put it with my 100 envelope. And then I also have Mr. Piggy the Piggy. This is an ongoing savings savings challenge. Why is it an ongoing savings challenge? It's because I just get to save my change. So sometimes you'll find that for a month my change was 6 rand, then that's it, you know. So for Mr. Piggy the Piggy, I'm allowing it to do whatever that it wants to do. It can do as it pleases. And yeah, so for Mr. Piggy the Piggy, I don't have any goals for the savings challenge, because the initial amount that I would love to have on my Mr. Piggy the Piggy is actually 10k, if the piggy banks allows. But if the piggy bank does not allow, meaning that it gets full before that, then I'm totally okay with that. And then when it's full, I'll get to decide what I get to do with the money. But at the moment, I haven't planned anything as to what is it that I want to do with the money. And then I also have the snowball savings challenge, which I completed this year. I completed the savings challenge this year. It was one of the savings challenge that I got to complete very quickly. I completed it around April after spending some of my money from my 100 envelope, because with my 100 envelope, to be quite honest, I would have been done by now, but because I bought sneakers and I also got clothes for myself, so yeah, I had to like start over instead of me opening clothing accounts and all of that. So the snowball savings challenge, I'm very happy to say that I'm done with it, and it is sitting nicely in my yellow bank, and it has been growing. The money that I initially deposited into the fixed savings account was 7,800, but yesterday when I checked, my money has grown to 8,200, and by next year March, when the fixed becomes unfixed, I would have saved 8,500. So I'll keep it there. So my snowball will be my cushion. So my snowball will be my minor emergencies, because to be quite honest, I don't have a car to say maybe I will crash, so I'm gonna need like a big amount of money, nor do I have a house maybe if my geyser burst or what. So I don't feel like I need to have that much with me on my savings for emergencies. So I'll just let that money keep on growing, and it will be my cushion should I need a very huge, or rather a lump sum amount of money. Then the snowball will be for that. So I'm still gonna keep it with my yellow bank, and even when next year the savings is unfixed, I'm still gonna fix it again, because I don't have any plans with the money. The initial plan was to buy a Samsung Serif, but I just feel like, okay, you know what, some things can wait. And I think another promise that I made to myself is that things such as your Egyptian cotton, things such as your, you know, those fancy pots, I will buy them when I move into my dream home or rather when I move into a bigger space. But for now, I feel like whatever that I have is suitable for this place, and I'm quite happy with the little that I have. Unless I do have funds, then I will then invest into buying a Samsung Serif TV for this side, and then whilst keeping the other TV in my bedroom. But I do have a television, so I was just like, there's no need for me to use that money to buy a television for this side. So yeah, and that is my plan, that is my map for my savings. So the 100 envelope, the low income savings challenge, by this year I will be done with the savings challenges. Both of these savings challenges, I'm still gonna put in money, although they'll be combined. Every month from December, January, February, I'll be putting money into that savings account, and then after February, then I will talk to my financial advisor, and then I would tell him that I'm ready to invest the money, and then the money will go into my 5-year investment, and then the snowball, it will mature. End of March, I will still get to fix it, and it will continue gaining interest. And then from March, I will then start putting money into my tax-free savings account. And with the tax-free savings account, I've been able to map it out this way to say, if I start March, April, May, June, July, by July I can have 30k, because the capped amount in a year for the tax-free savings account is 34,000. You cannot exceed 34,000. So I think having 30,000 a year is gonna be okay for myself. So I've decided that I'm gonna do that. And then from August, September, October, November, December, during those months I will get to focus on other things. Maybe I can focus on saving for a car, I can focus on saving for a house, I can focus on saving maybe to go to Paris, I can focus on maybe going to Greece. You know, I was actually thinking that when I was a child, I loved Greece so much, and I was like, one day I want to go to Greece. So maybe from August up until December, I can look into my other goals that I have for myself, and then the money that normally I would be putting into my tax-free savings account, since I'll be done by July, I will then divert that money into something else that I would love to complete for myself. So it could be any of the things that I mentioned. I will get to decide when I cross that bridge, but as of now, the bridge that I am sure with is that when we start the financial year, I would love to start with my tax-free savings account in 2026, and then July I stop, and then from August up until December I get to look into my other savings goal or other goals that I have. It could be maybe I also want to buy a weave, or I want to go and bleach my skin and be a yellow bull. I don't know, it could actually be anything. It could be anything. So yeah. And also what this has taught me being able to like change my savings goals, and also my savings goals, like for example, I'm saying from March up until July I'll be looking only at the tax-free savings account. It's because I know I don't earn much, so therefore I can't say I'll be looking at the tax-free savings account, and also I'll be looking at, I'm also trying to save to buy this and that. I can't. I need to be realistic, and reality is saying I don't earn much and I need to do things in step by step by step. But at the end of the day, I will reach my savings goals. And also another thing that I get to appreciate with myself is that when I get to look at my goals, I'm building wealth more than me just saying, you know what, I'm just doing it, and at the end of the day it's me not building wealth. So yeah, big ups to me. I'm building wealth for myself, and I think by the time I have my own family, I'll be like, okay, you know, now I'm good. Maybe I'll even be able to retire when I'm 40 and get to enjoy my life and travel. That is the dream actually. But yeah, I know at the end of the day, things will work out. And if I just continue pushing and I continue being disciplined, things will work out. And talking about discipline, this month I told myself I'm not touching any takeaways. I didn't include takeaways in my budgets. I'm done with that. I'm just done with that life. And I'm so happy that with the last 2 weeks of October, I was able to be disciplined. I was able to keep up with not ordering from Mr. D. I only ordered when I ordered for my mom for her meal that she wanted to have, but for me, I didn't have anything. So I'm just hoping that, you know, I get to keep on with this up until I don't know when. I need to start training myself that if I want to have a nice meal, then I need to continue doing what I used to do, going out with my mom once a month. We get to choose a restaurant and then we get to have food, we get to eat, and then that's it. The rest of the month I'll be looking into what I have at home and also cooking what I have at home. And yeah, I've been also able to not to listen to my feelings. Like sometimes, because I'd be feeling like I don't want to cook today, so let me just order wings. Oh, I feel like having KFC, so let me just do this. So I've just tapped out of that to say, yay, stop it, stop doing that. Cook, you know, take out meat, cook your food. You have pie, you have a pizza in the freezer, do something, but you're not going to order. So yeah, I've been able to kuza myself. So yeah, and yeah, as I've said, we need to stuff money into Mr. Piggy, the piggy bank, since it's the first day of November. Remember that the piggy bank gets to receive money on the last day. So yesterday a lot was happening, and yeah, so we're gonna do it now. And I don't know how much I was able to save. I'm so excited to know how much I was able to save, because October was such a very, very long month. But when I was looking, like when I kept on, you know, throwing in my coins, I was like, but why is this envelope getting big? Because I was broke, and I'm just like, where is this money coming from even? Because I don't even like buying bread, or maybe when I buy from school, you know, when I buy from the tuck shop, then maybe, I don't know. But yeah, let's see how much we were able to save. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Let's start with the cash stuffing. Also, I'm wearing a dress today. I don't normally wear dresses. I'm always a track pant baby. I'm always the pants. I love wearing pants, but today I was like, you know what, I went to my wardrobe. I have a section for dresses and skirts, and I'm sure they were like, is she taking us? Like, is she taking us? So yeah, I got to wear my dress today, and I feel like I look pretty. I look nice. So yeah, it's gonna be a good month, I believe, and I hope so. And yeah, let's start with the cash stuffing. I have my binder. We are not cash stuffing anything today. I still need to go and withdraw my money. So groceries, it's empty. Taxi pocket money is empty. And we are going into Mr. Piggy, the piggy bank. And I'm just gonna put this on the side. Also need to get my work purse. I normally carry this purse to work, and yesterday I got some change when I was buying from the tuck shop. I actually only buy from the tuck shop. I think this is where the change is coming from. I'm a person who likes bread, so I wouldn't say like I go to a shop and buy bread. Nope. So most of my change, it actually comes from when I buy at work, or also when I'm using a taxi and then I get to have change. So yeah, this is change from yesterday. And then I'm just gonna put this here, put it on the side. I need to have my calculator so that we can see how much we were able to save. So let's get to it. I'm just gonna put my let me do this. I'm just gonna put my calculator here. Right, let's start with the coins. It's 10. I have a lot of 5 rands this month. Last month I had a lot of 5 rands last month. Remember, this is not for November. This is not change for November, nor am I saving for November. This is change that I was able to accumulate in October. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm gonna put this here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so let's just count the coins and see how much we're able to save. Let me turn around. Let's give it a spin. Let's give it a spin. When I'm recording this, I also have to do it for TikTok. Oh my god, I'm such a hard worker, right? Such a hard worker. Okay, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it is. Wow. Wow. This is the first time my coins amount to 100 rands. Wow, 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 wow. So it's 100 rands plus 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a 4 rand plus, let's count the 10 rands. 10, 20, just put it here. So it's just 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Okay, they're supposed to be 11. Let's see, they're supposed to be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I'm just shocked. Like, I'm just shocked. Let's count again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Okay, let's see. So it's going to be plus 110. How much is it? Those who are good with maths. I've been able to save 214 for October. Wow, wow. 214. Wow. Wow, wow. I've shocked myself. I actually thought that the highest for this year was, let's check. The highest, yeah, the highest is still July. The highest is actually still July. July was, it's, yeah, it topped everything. This is 2025 this year. Let's check for last year. Yeah, last year my highest was this is also still 2025. Yeah, 2024 I didn't have a lot because this is April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and then I started this year 2025 February, March. So March it was 226, and then July 2025 it was 254, and now for October we have been able to save 214. Wow. Okay, so happy for myself. Wow, I'm so happy for myself. Let's actually recount the money just so that I'm sure. So it's then I'm gonna need my purple purse. I don't know which piggy bank should I use. This one, but no, I'll use this one and then it goes like this. Okay, let me just use this one. Let me just write here. October 2025 I was able to save 214. Wow, so proud of myself. 214. So yeah, 214 is in, and then now what we have to do, we need to stuff the money into the piggy banks. I'm just gonna put this here back to the folder, and then I'm also gonna put this back. And then let's bring in the shark and start with the stuffing. Can you guys actually believe it that we are standing on 975? I can't, and I think the main reason is because, you know, when I started my YouTube, I was so scared. One thing I know, I'm not a good speaker, and you know, it has been a journey with me being comfortable with speaking, and also, you know, so I'm so happy. I'm so happy for myself, but also Ndino Valo, I am so scared. But thank you so much, Selling You Sabis. I appreciate you guys so much, and I can't wait for 1K. I don't know how I'm even gonna celebrate. If you have any ideas for me, please tell me, please. Right, so I'm done with my shark. My binder has nothing. Listen, I'm still not used to the mic, so you find me still speaking on the speaker of the phone, still using that speaker, and then I'm just like, because I can see the transmitter, and I'm like, hey, you suppose you have to chillax. So my savings folder is empty, ready to receive July, not July, why am I saying July? Ready to receive November coins, and then we're done with the shark. The 10 rands, it's still a bit of a struggle for them to go in. I think it's what I've been saying the past few months, is that it's paper, so when it's inside, maybe it gets to expand and all of that. So yeah, it's actually quite heavy. Oh, sorry. It's actually quite heavy now. It's very heavy, and I don't know, when I feel it, it's still not yet full. Here there's actually nothing here on top. It's just, I think it's just the 10 rand, but the coins, I can feel them here. So the coins are still here. So can you guys just see that I'm not going to complete the savings challenges this year, because I think the coins are just here. So I still have to fill up this whole space, and yeah, for as long as the coins are still going in, I'm still gonna keep on stuffing money into my Mr. Piggy the Piggy. And then for this month, we didn't have any brown coins, so my Nescafe jar is sadly not getting anything, but worry not, maybe next month I will get to have some brown coins, so that it can also get to receive something. So yeah, that's it for me, Bliss Family, for this Saturday, and I will see you guys on Tuesday when we get to cash stuff everything. Or rather, let me not say the days, because it's about to get hectic. Learners are writing exams, it's exam season, and you know, marking, it's just gonna be pressure, but I'll do my best to also, you know, keep you guys updated. So we still need to do some cash stuffing, we still need to stuff money into my 100 envelope. Hope you guys will have a beautiful weekend and a beautiful Saturday, and as for me, mans, I'm signing out. Bye.